Welcome, everybody. That's right. You have just tuned in to Real Labs on Real Radio 104.1. I'm your host tonight, sitting in the big chair. I am James Young, comedian extraordinaire. Now, we got a great show for you guys, some pretty good topics, and I got some very funny guys that are joining me in virtual studio tonight. Now, the man, y'all know him, he's to my left, bro. He has a million names, and some of them have been Baby Thanos, Baby Idris Elba, cuter than James. The South got something to say, but this whole week, my man is Bad Luck Chuck, and I'm talking about no other than Ken Miller, the Godfather of Orlando comedy. Bad Luck got you this weekend.
Man, it got me, bro. But in the immortal words of my boy Nine, I gets banned if I do, I gets banned if I don't, baby. Ow!
That is true. That is
I'm
true,
running
man.
up in the hotel. I run up in your hotel and just take your clothes and be like, "Hey, dog, this mine."
That's right. Okay.
You bought my you bought my storage unit, bro. This is mine. Me and some of my pickleball partners run up in there. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what's that? Me and some of my cornhole homeboys.
Wow.
Don't let us run up on you, bro. You know what I'm saying, Jay? Me and the dudes I play darts with at Froggers. Don't make us run up on you, son.
Not
we thugs, bro.
Wait. It's gonna be Ken and the rest of the HOA board.
Come on, okay. Jeff. That was actually my next one, Jeff. Don't make me and the HOA people run up on you, son.
Hey,
we taking our memorabilia back. Hey. I don't even know if I'm saying the word back. We taking our memorabilia back, son.
Memorabilia.
Yeah, memorabilia.
Perfect.
Yeah, there you go.
What Ken is alluding to is when O.J. Simpson and his golf buddies got in trouble when he went and took his stuff back.
Ain't no way in hell, James. O.J. and some golfers, bro. I would have beat their ass, bro.
Yeah. O.J. didn't pay for a storage unit. Somebody bought it.
Night, y'all. We talked about it last night. I'm still mad.
Yeah.
I'm still mad, James. You let O.J. and some dudes that is shooting below par run up on you.
Below par.
What was his handicap? What was his handicap?
What was his handicap, bro?
That's funny. That's funny. And when he robbed the people in there was like, golf clap.
I would have been more scared of Tiger Woods' wife running after me with a club than those guys.
Come on,
bro.
Come on, bro. Hey,
real.
Man, I've told this story. Before you get to Jeff, I've told this story, bro. I was supposed to be hanging with Tiger Woods that night. No, that's not a joke. So remember, we had the comedy show used to be a Blue Martini.
I remember that.
And one of the managers and somebody I knew was like, "Hey, we at Blue Martini. We got a booth. You want to come hang?" And it was a night before, like Thanksgiving. Mm-hmm. And I was like, "Man, it's the night before Thanksgiving, man. I got my kids tomorrow. I'm a cook." And I didn't go.
And they said you learned a lesson.
And I didn't go, Jeff. And next to them in VIP was Tiger Woods.
Oh, bro.
And I didn't go, bro. I stayed home. I had a headache. I said, I'm going to just chill. And I could have been in there gassing Tiger up.
It up, man.
You could have.
I could have been in there gassing him up, bro. Be like, hey, man, go home and kick her out. That's what I would have said to her.
Bro. Not your
Cadillac. I love what really happened.
Not your Cadillac. You just going to let her bust out your... Wait, OJ and the golfers at. Don't call OJ. OJ will show you how to deal with a white woman, son.
Oh, no. Oh, Ken. Oh, my God.
Stop saying Ken. My name is Jersey the Haitian Sensation. I don't know why you keep saying Ken Miller, bro. Stop it. Ken Miller is on this boat right now. This is Jersey.
Oh, man.
Free OJ, baby.
Between you and Mr. Kaufman calling this some other show that I'm gonna get in trouble for, bro. This is it. This is our last one, man. Let me introduce you, by the way, sir. I can't forget about the other gentleman down there, a fellow comedian, comic book creator, and a lawyer. That's right. He's a lawyer for the official sponsor of this show, Kaufman and Lynn. They are your personal injury lawyers of Orlando. Now, at Kaufman and Lynn, every case is personal. They have been fighting and winning for the people of Orlando for more than 20 years, people. So good to have you here, Mr. Jeff Kaufman and Ken Miller, who's gonna get us in trouble for a crime we didn't commit.
So that means you started that in 2004?
Started what? The firm?
Yeah. You and Kaufman, y'all from in 2004?
Craig and I have been together since '98.
Yeah,
but y'all been fighting for Orlando for 20 years. So that's
Kaufman and Glenn Lynn was 18 years, and then 8 years. So yeah, about 26 years. Craig and
I just asked that because I moved here in 2004, and I was like, 20 years. I mean,
you remember the Tigger trial then? You know,
not at all.
Yes,
Really?
I'm
I
saying,
do.
Jeff, I'm not a big news
I
person, bro.
I
I
know.
used to be, but I'm not like I'm not anymore, man.
Here's why I remember that case. I know the gentleman, and I worked there, so
Yeah.
I definitely remember that case. That's definitely how I knew you, sir.
You know,
Yeah.
what was rough for me was I worked there. I had worked there part time for 8 years, and people always ask me how you make time for all this stuff. I said I fit a lot in. You know, I do 15, 17-hour days.
That's
Said
what
I,
she say.
yeah, that she says it a lot too. Um,
God dang, Ken.
she better say it. But yeah, so I've been working part time at Disney for like 8 years, and
And
I
I
read
loved
the
it.
paper. I read the paper, and I was like, going, wait. And when you read it, and you've worked in entertainment, you knew what they were saying was a lie.
Yeah,
You know, everything. Oh, characters aren't supposed to put their arm around people when they're taking pictures. That's
that's not
all we
true.
did.
Yeah,
You know, and just everything that was said was just a lie, lie, lie. I'm going, who is protecting this dude? And man, I just remember the day a week after that trial, and I showed up to Disney. I worked one night a week, and man, it was quiet. I walked into that parade base, which is where we did, Spectro
parade
Magic,
base. Yeah,
and it might have been another parade at the time, but it was quiet, man. They looked at me like I had just shot everybody there.
That's what I'm about to ask you. So they
but
had
you
animosity
helped.
against you, and you helped.
Yeah, you helped.
Yeah, yeah. They go. You ruined the magic for us. And I was trying to tell them. I said, listen, this could have been any one of us. They come to you 6 months later, and this is what they did. 6 months later, they come to Michael, and they're like, hey, do you remember a picture you took 6 months ago? And if you've ever worked entertainment, you work 7 shifts, and
Yeah.
they're 30 minutes apiece. And
Hmm.
unless it's like Make-A-Wish person, I probably only remember 20 people I took pictures with out of thousands. And they go, well, she's upset. What do you mean she's who is she? And they said to him, they said, and here's where they get you. They go, listen, I know you don't remember it, but if you write her an apology letter, it'll go away. So he writes the first 3 sentences. Hey, listen, I don't remember this happening, but if it did, I'm terribly sorry. I would never do something like this, blah, blah, blah. Okay, you're arrested. And that was the
Wow.
case. That
That's
was a case
wrong.
that was a case they had against him. And they were just, and I remember I said, this could happen to anybody. And
Hmm.
I did this for free. This was not for press. This was not for anything because it was never supposed to go to trial. And but yeah, I got back a week later. I walked in, and man, I was anonymous. Nobody knew I was a lawyer. Nobody knew anything. It was a part-time gig. I never told anybody, and it was bad. And I love Disney. Like if they
So
offered
did
me
I.
my job, if they offered me that job back once a week, I'd take it. Man, I loved
Damn.
it. I loved
So did
working in
I.
entertainment. I love working with the kids. I remember dancing alongside the parade as Big Bad Wolf, man, and Brer Bear. Oh man, I had good times in the Brer Bear suit, man. But I mean,
That's
that's
great.
because nobody knows who you are, and everybody loves you, and it's the
But
only time in your life that'll happen.
and here's the thing, though. I can't even imagine if you didn't take that case. Like if you didn't do what you did, he could have been that. What he was being accused of would have stayed with him for life.
It was a 15-year minimum mandatory.
Yes, bro. Can
15
you
years. Yeah,
imagine?
man. I just remember he was just a nerdy dude. I
Yes.
mean, uncomfortable. I mean, and that was his dream. He was 32 years old. His dream was to be a character in Disney. He was from England,
Yes.
and he got his dream job. And Disney's tough for some people because if you're kind of geeky, in a certain way, you're men. He was one of those guys. He was uncomfortable in his own skin, and some guys like that carry that with him. And he couldn't talk to people. He couldn't do that, and I guess automatically people assumed that he did it until they heard the evidence, until the manager had to come clean. But it sucked. But it also sucked for me because I lost something that I loved. Um,
Damn.
so people don't get it. They think it was great. I said, I'm glad for Michael, but I was seriously disappointed for me. They go, well, you were on TV. I'm on TV as somebody who's representing somebody accused of a sex crime.
Yeah. That.
Not
Yeah.
a
That's
great place
not
to
how you.
be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's not how you want to be on TV at all.
No,
No.
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 Even if you win, you're like going, you're always going to be that guy. And I'm going, you don't understand. I did the right thing. And
You
I
did
wasn't
the
even
right
doing
thing.
criminal defense at the time.
Mm-mm.
We had already moved on. And I said, nobody's going to represent this guy for free. Nobody's going to fight for him. And nobody knew what I knew.
You had
You know?
inside information because
Oh
you were.
yeah.
There you go,
Yeah.
bro.
I
That's
don't think another attorney could have won that because they
no.
wouldn't have known.
And I'm honestly when I say this, man, think about it, man. You were in the right place at the right time because if you had
Yeah.
not been there, that dude would have probably gotten prosecuted and sentenced, and
Yeah.
he didn't even do it.
You still talk to him? The last time you
Never.
talked to him?
Never.
Man, you'll get a Christmas ham from me every year.
Bro.
Every year, Jeff, you will get a turkey, a ham. You'll
I
get
didn't tell
something
you.
from me every year, bro.
We had a bad one happen about 7 years ago. I was watching the news and I see this guy who's painting swastikas around UCF. And they arrest him, and I'm like, what? Why would you even do this? And I don't know. Something said, go see the guy at prison. Go see him at the jail at 33rd. And I asked my partner, Craig. I said, Craig, I don't know why I feel the need to help this dude, but let me do it. And he said, well, go talk to him first. And I went in there, and he was just some kid who made a mistake. And when I say made a mistake, he was on a bender for brilliant dude. He was like working for NASA. I mean, he's this smart. He was an unbelievably smart dude.
Really?
And he was up for like 3 straight nights, and some girl came over to his house and told him how these fraternity guys sexually assaulted her. And it was his belief, because it was a Jewish fraternity, that he would be getting back at them this way.
Oh my God.
But from what I heard, that night he'd planned to take his life.
Damn, he was in a bad way then.
And I had met him. I showed up to jail at night, and he said to me, he goes, I'd be dead in 30 minutes.
Jesus.
And, he wound up getting his life together. He's now a scientist again. He's married. He has kids. He, believe it or not, he married a Jewish woman.
That's poetic justice. I like that.
So sometimes you put yourself in a position, when things work out for you. But
Hey.
I mean, I also don't want to be known as the guy who represented the dude who was painting swastikas all over town.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
If it was me, lawyer, Jeff, what I would have did?
What?
I would have ran up in the cell with OJ and the golfers. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
In the HOA.
Hey, the lady that accused Tigger, where she live? I get my golf buddies ready to run, bro.
Cut your grass.
Hey, look here, man. That's gonna be the new thing. If you got beef with Real Labs, let me know, bro. Me and my homeboys that fly kites with me every Saturday, we coming to see you, bro. We ain't playing, dog. James, I'm telling you, bro.
Hey, that's hilarious, man. And you better not bring your kids.
Better not bring your kids, bro. Me and my homeboys from Comic-Con running up on you, baby. I'm coming up in there dressed like Wolverine, boys. On you.
Artist Alley in the house.
Don't play, bro. X-Men 97. You gonna get 97 of these, bro. For real, bro.
They don't want no smoke, Ken. They don't want
no smoke, bro. I'm ready, dog.
Huh.
Me and my crew that fly paper airplanes will kill you, son. You don't want it with the paper airplane crew, bro. We monsters out here in the street.
Hey,
the way I crease that plane, I crease your whole throat, B.
Don't bring your shuffleboard people with you, though.
Them old Mickey Fickies. You don't want it with them, bro. You ever been hit with a Geritol bottle? Oh, you concussion.
Hey, y'all don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more hilarity on Real Laughs on Real Radio 104.1. Up, everybody, and welcome back. That's right. Y'all still listening to Real Labs on Real Radio 104.1. I'm your host, Mr. James John. I am joined in virtual studio with some very funny comedians. We got Jeff Kaufman and we got Ken Miller, aka Bad Luck Chuck, in here. All right. Now, I've been watching something that I wanted to ask you guys. Have you ever experienced what I'm watching on the show on Netflix? Now, it's widely popular. Everybody's talking about it. It's a show about a stalker. That's right, who started stalking this comedian. And the show is called Baby Reindeer. Now, this guy, it starts off, he works in a bar. This woman comes in, she looks down on her luck, and she don't have money. And he was like, "Ma'am, can I get you a cup of tea on the house?" And he does something nice for her. And the very first thing he says in his head is, "I felt sorry for her." That's important when you watch the actual show. There's only 6 episodes and they're very short. So anyway, this woman takes his sign of him being nice as he must like me. And she goes on to stalk him, write him countless emails, call him hundreds of times a day, starts terrorizing his family, his mom, his dad, his girlfriend, and just goes down a bizarre, crazy path. And I wanted to know if that could happen to that dude, and it's based on a true story. Okay. Have you guys ever experienced this, whether it's a person that's a fan of law, Jeff, or a fan that it doesn't understand what boundaries are, Ken? I want to know, have you guys ever experienced a person that almost becomes a stalker kind of person?
I went. It wasn't bad.
Mm-hmm.
It was just like they would come to every show, message me a lot. You know what I mean? Like
They're
it was just
comfortable.
it was more annoying
Than
to
anything
me than
else.
anything. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Like it was just more annoying. Like I don't mind. Hey, great show, but 3:30 in the morning, like go to bed. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
that's
it's just,
weird.
you
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So I
yeah.
think when I got to the point when I just started ignoring the person, like, yeah, I'm just gonna not they, so thank God it never got like crazy where I got to look where I'm going. But
Yeah.
I feel like mine was just a more of an annoying stalk.
Did that what happened with him was the person happened to be older.
Yeah,
Older.
I they was they was a white person and they could have been like 26 because white people age terrible. So this person could have been 26, but that she looked 60 something, bro.
Bro, okay, and would she always come to your show and like just show
All the
up?
time. And
Gotcha.
sit up front.
And sit up front, you look at you like this, like
And I'm
you.
like, yo, you done heard this. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and then when I would say emergency would just stand by the table. This is during
That's
the
weird.
why
See,
not?
that's weird.
That's
See,
how
now
long
you
ago.
being
This
weird.
is during the why not days. This is when I was like 3 or 4 years in.
Wow.
And I was just
Okay.
like, yo, this is like,
Yeah.
but it was never like follow you home or it'd be like, hey, hey, what are you doing? You want to go get dinner? No, I'm going home.
Got
And
it.
I would literally get in my car, go like a different way, and come back to the Why Not Lounge to hang out.
That's funny. That's funny, bro. You would leave
Yeah,
because
I would
this
leave.
person would
He'd
not take
hide.
the
Yeah,
hint.
I would leave. I would drive to I would damn near drive to Sanford, bro, and come back and go to the
That
Why
is
Not
funny.
Lounge to hang
That's
out.
funny. You went to North Carolina, Greensboro. You
Bro,
like
I drove all the way
Yeah.
home and came back
UNC Greensboro on the way home.
for real.
you got out in North Carolina. What you doing here, Ken? Hey.
Hey,
How you?
man, how
Well, how
y'all
do you know
doing?
my mama?
Oh, I just happen to be in the neighborhood. Jeff, you ever experienced
Yeah.
that or represented a case where it was weird with
No,
stalkers?
no, no. I had one.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
I didn't even know about it. That's how bad this stalker was.
Who told you?
This was I dated this girl for like 2 weeks,
Hmm.
and then we broke up. And
Okay, let me ask you a question. Why did you break up after 2 weeks? Was it red flags?
she was a little rough.
Okay,
It's not like I even broke up with her. It just kind of like ended.
okay.
It wasn't. There was no official. You're only together 2 weeks. There's not
Hmm.
that much going on. And I moved into a new place, and she helped me move, which was weird. And every night, I'd get a weird feeling. I don't know what it was. I get a weird feeling in my apartment. I had no clue. About 3 months later, oh, 6 months later, I was this woman upstairs had a bed, and I was helping her move the bed upstairs. You see somebody trying to get stuff up the stairs, and you offer to help. And she goes, "Yeah, Jeff." I'm like, "How does this woman know my name?" And I help her get the mattress up there and everything else. And she goes, "Yeah, you and my girlfriend, you and me and your girlfriend are great friends." I'm like, "I don't have a girlfriend," and I can't say her name. Let's call her Susan. She goes, "Yeah,
Okay.
me and Susan are friends." I'm going, "Who is Susan?" "Your girlfriend." "I don't have a girlfriend. She lives with you." I'm going, What are you talking about?" She goes, "I see her coming out of your apartment all the time." This girl had somehow
Hmm.
gotten a key and was sleeping in the closet.
Gee.
What
So
the
in the
hell?
bedroom closet. So when I was taking care of business, she was in the closet.
Bro, she would just stay quiet that many hours?
I I don't, to this day, I changed the locks, I did these things. Um, I the neighbor would tell me, no, I haven't seen her back. But I mean, it was when you,
Bro,
yeah,
That's crazy, bro.
yeah,
bro,
that's
you know what you should have
nutty.
did, Jeff? You should have called Ken and his
And,
golf buddies that play Uno, and they would have
Man,
ran up in
and the
there.
HOA and the kite
hey,
flyers and the
me,
airplane guys.
me and
Hey,
my Uno boys would have beat her ass, bro.
bro, hey Ken, she was living in the closet, son.
Dude,
Yeah,
that's
Same.
insane.
yeah.
That's crazy, bro.
Have you seen
I
this person since?
no,
No,
no, never saw her again.
Which is crazy because like you're like on TV, radio, comedy shows.
I,
Jeff.
I, I
Jeff, do
want
me
you
a
to know
favor.
something. I don't
Jeff,
even go into the closets in my house
I was
anymore.
gonna tell Jeff,
My
go to your
clothes are
closet
on the
right
bed.
now. Go to your closet
I
right
don't
now,
hang
bro.
anything in the house anymore. It's all everywhere. It's on the sofa.
You
It's on
said
the
his
dining room
clothes on
table.
the bed, bro.
My suits are hanging off the flat screen. I don't
That's
go into that thing.
funny. Oh
Hey,
my
Jeff
god.
watching TV. He gotta lift them up, lift the suits up. All right,
Oh.
hey,
Yeah.
watch baby reindeer real quick.
She under the suit.
Yeah.
I can you know this, man? I had a problem with a fan and it got a little weird. And my wife noticed how weird it got before I did. There was this older lady, and I think it's always older people most of the time when it comes to comedians, Ken. And she was nice at first. She was like, "Oh, you're so sweet. I love your comedy, me and my friend. You're so funny. I'm gonna follow you so I can come see your shows." I'm like, "All right, thank you so much." And it started out like innocent and normal. She would come out to my shows, and then she was at all my shows, and then she was always telling me how handsome I was, and if she was 30 years younger, and I could
Bruh.
keep a secret. She, you know what I mean? Stuff
I
that's
can
weird
keep
stuff.
a secret.
Like
If you were 30
weird
years
stuff.
younger, we could keep a secret.
Yeah, and then she showed up one day with my t-shirt on. You know how comedians have t-shirts, Jeff, but she had my
Yeah.
face on the t-shirt, which was weird because I didn't make those t-shirts. Like I didn't sell those. She had made her own shirt with my face on it and would show up at my shows with it and sit in the front row. She got mad when my wife would show up at certain clubs. Like my wife came out to Boardwalk Bowl back in the day. We used to play that place. And she was sitting in the front and the stage is over there, and she turned her chair around and just stared at me and my wife with her back to the stage for the entire show until I got on. Just
Jeez.
staring at me and my like, bro, it got weird. Like I was working at the Bonkers office for a while, and I would work in Winter Park in the office. No one knows what that office is because it's not public knowledge. It's a private office. She showed up there one day while I was working, and
Oof.
everybody thought this is it. This lady's about to carve James' skin and make a coat out of it. Like it was crazy to the fact I had to actually tell that woman, we can't be friends. You please don't come to my shows. You're making it awkward for my family. You came to my job. Like I can't do this. And she eventually just went away. But bro, that was weird. Like that
Bruh, that's
woman
insane.
found my job and came to it. And nobody know where I work. That
That's
could have got
insane.
real crazy. That was
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. That is my experience with a stalker type person, man. But yeah, she would, bro. If you, bro, she stared at me and my wife for the host for the featurette, just stared right at us and looked mad and upset. Like, how dare I bring my wife out? Like, what is your problem, James? And it was funny because my wife's mother was at that show with us. She just happened to be there. Like, why is that woman staring at y'all like that? And I said, well, that's one of my fans. She said, your fans are scary. I'm like, yeah, that's how I do. That's how I do.
And
So let
James,
me
why
go
she got a
ahead.
picture of Keon on the front of her shirt?
Right.
Exactly. Yeah. So let me get up here and take my clothes off real quick.
Yeah.
That'll make it better, man. So yeah, I ain't seen that woman in years, man. But yeah, that was weird for me. That was crazy.
Dang,
But
yeah,
I don't
dude,
know.
that's
I don't know what's
insane.
worse because I can imagine being a woman and having some guy do that. You know,
That would
I'm
be
not
scary.
afraid of somebody. I'm afraid of
Yeah.
somebody shooting me or stabbing me, but not somebody who could physically take advantage of me.
That would be a different kind of fear. Like that would be a
Yeah.
different kind of uneasiness, I think, because even as a man, nothing happened, but the fact she just showed up at my job, I can't even describe the feeling. Like it made me feel so. It was an unsettling feeling. Like, bro, like an invasion of privacy is what it felt like. So I can't even imagine if I was a woman and I had to have that fear in the back of my head that this person can overpower me at any time and do something, and who's gonna help me. So yeah, I couldn't even imagine that, bro. That's a that's a feeling I don't wish on anybody. It was so creepy. It was so weird.
Yeah, dude, that's insane.
Yeah, it was crazy.
That's insane, bro.
Yeah, just showed up at my job, and then everyone knew the situation. So thank God the manager of that office was like, "Okay, well James has to get to work
take
now."
it to the next level.
What you mean?
Imagine, okay, imagine we were nationally recognized, where
Okay,
you have that much fame, and then 20 years later, one of these people goes online and starts saying stuff about you.
gotcha.
You know, there's a lot of vindictive. What happens is it flips,
Mm-hmm.
where, you know, and I've represented people like that, guys who the women would lose their mind and
Gotcha.
then make accusations, and they're in, you know, sex cases. You know, they're
Mm-hmm.
in court now having to do this stuff. And this happens a lot, especially when there's an injunction. And the guy goes, no, she came over to my house. And I'm like going, well, you had to stay away from her, but she did it to me. And I have to inform you, you have to run. If they come at you, you run 100 yards away. You know, you don't get to, well, I don't understand. And judges, you know, they don't have sympathy for that.
Really?
No. So you have a lot of domestic violence cases, things like that, or even accusations of it, where there's injunctions where these people get back together, and that person, because he violated the injunction, you know, he's going to make big rocks into little rocks.
Gee.
Got it.
So yeah,
People, watch yourself out there. Be careful.
Yeah,
Be careful.
man.
And that's why I say be careful how much of your life you divulge on social media. Like how much you actually put out there. Like you don't have to put all your business out there. Like sometimes you're doing more harm than good, I think.
And it's crazy to say that because, like, excuse me, one of our friends was telling Sean about how, well, y'all be posting when y'all out of town. I said, well, I have to promote comedy. Like I can't. And she was like, well, you know, because, you know, when people see that and they're breaking your house while you're gone. I said, true. But you know what would be dope? If people stop breaking in your house.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I gotta stop. I gotta change my whole life because they criminals.
Yeah, because you a criminal.
How about you just not breaking somebody's home?
Yeah. How about you just leave my stuff alone?
Leave my stuff alone. Like,
Yeah.
But hey, it's my fault.
Yeah, they watch a show. They watch a show. They know you ain't got anything.
Bro, they gonna run up in
What,
here.
you think somebody's coming in and steal your military jacket?
Bro,
Hey,
I got OJ memorabilia.
that's funny.
OJ and his golf buddies.
I ain't black. I'm OJ. Okay.
Yeah, bro, for real.
Yeah, that's gonna work out.
It was
For
like
you.
they was making me the bad guy because I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna be out of town for comedy. Don't tell them that. How about you just don't break in my
Yeah.
house?
How about you get a job and don't rob me? How about that? And remind them, Ken, I'm out here doing this comedy so I can pay for that damn house, by the way.
Yeah.
Please.
And run up on me if you want to. My spades buddies will whoop your ass. Hey, we'll run a Boston on you and your homeboys. Run up in here if you want to.
Hey, don't come up here if you want to, bro. Me and my Monopoly buddy.
Oh, we'll knock you out.
Yeah,
the dude that's fixing my Spectrum tomorrow, we'll beat your ass if you run up in here. Don't try me, Playboy.
All right, guys, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more hilarity on Real Laughs, Real Radio 104.1. Everybody, you are still listening to Real Laughs right here on Real Radio 104.1. I am your host still in the big chair, Mr. James John, in studio with some very funny friends of mine. We got Mr. Jeff Kaufman from Kaufman and Lynn and Big City Comics, and we also got Mr. Ken Miller, aka Bad Luck Chuck, because Ken had a rough week, man. Y'all need to send him some stuff, man. Send him some
dollar
cigars.
bills. That's what you need to send them.
That's right, man. Hey, and don't tell nobody where you're gonna be, Ken. You don't want nobody breaking into your house,
man. Hey, and don't tell me where you gonna be. Cause me and my class of 95 will run up on you.
Hey, I'm glad you brought that up because I'm actually gonna go to my 30th
come on,
high school anniversary. I'm gonna go 30-year
you
anniversary.
Graduated from here, right?
Yeah,
What school you graduated from?
Gateway High School in Kissimmee, Florida, baby. Come on, stand up.
Wait, how close are you to your fighting weight when you were in high school?
Bruh, I was 1 I wrestled at 171.
Oh,
Bro, I'm at 250 right now.
okay, all right.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you were a big kid your whole life.
No, I was a big kid my whole life. Like I was chubby, but I was shorter in high school. Like I actually grew after high school, which is weird.
Nah,
That don't
it's
happen
yeah,
very
yeah,
often.
it don't happen that often, but it's common. Dude, I love reunions. I had fun, and my 10 year was great. My 20 year, we had so the 10 year, not a lot of people showed up,
Hmm.
but the 20 year, we had a really good turnout. We had a great time, and we were going to do it every 5 years, but then like COVID happened.
Yeah.
It just didn't fall through. But I feel like people don't care about reunions the way they do because you can see everything on Facebook.
Yeah.
You can
I
see
can.
everything now.
Yeah.
It's like you go to your
Absolutely.
reunion, like, oh, well, what you doing with life? You just like the post.
Yeah. I just saw you. Yeah. I know what you up to.
I
Yeah.
know what you up to. So
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Jeff, you still go to reunions?
Believe it or not, I went to the army when I was 17.
Like Ken.
Yeah, I was a junior in high school.
I was 18. I signed up at 17 for the
Okay. Got
delayed
it.
entry
I was a
program.
junior in high school when I went, and I'll tell you the reason why. And I think nobody ever contacts me from the army. No, but every once in a while, something weird happens. This dude contacts me and says, "Hey, were you in the army from in this period of time?" I'm like, yeah. He goes, "Oh, were you in this day?" Yeah. He goes, "Oh, you're that guy," and I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "You were kind of an F up in the military,"
Damn. Okay.
and I'm thinking to myself, who contacts you out of the blue? I don't know this guy. He might have been in the unit. And I'm
Uh-huh.
thinking to myself, I haven't thought of anybody in the military. And this guy, the first thing is, and then he proceeds to say a bunch of bad things about a lot of other people.
What are those? Okay.
And then he friends me.
Of course. Of course. Got to keep up with you, son.
Boop, blocked.
Yeah. Block.
I
There you
love
go.
blocking. Blocking makes me so happy
Does it
because
really?
it's so simple.
I've
If
never
somebody
blocked
says something
anyone.
you don't like, watch this. Click, edit,
I've never
do, do, do,
done
do,
it.
do, do, block.
Am I missing out on a
And
good time?
yes, you never
Yeah.
have to think about that person again.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I
Gone.
block, unfriend, unfollow. I let a lot of people go.
You don't do that on your phone either.
Bro,
When you get
yeah,
a phone number, a guy calls, and that number, you can
everything.
block the phone number too on your phone.
Everything.
It's great.
I'm trying to think of the people who try call. Most people who
Salespeople.
we don't mess with each other like that. They don't call me. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I get it all the time. Hey, can we have block?
Oh yeah, I do get those. I do get those. Hey, do you know
Yeah, it's
Tommy?
crazy, man. I'm actually still really tight with everybody I was in the military with.
Oh,
Like
that's
we're
Well,
cool.
still
that's because the people you were tight with
Uh,
were good people.
yeah.
You didn't have the lunatics who go, hey Doc, could you come out in the woods and look at my poo?
Oh, that's true. That's
No,
true.
those are
Well, let me ask you, Kim, because you're a veteran, no pun intended, at going to high school reunions. Where do they normally have them? Like, what kind of
So
venue?
this how mine happened. So my I must take the 10 year out. The 20 year we met up at the football game. We played Page High School, which is our rival high
Okay.
school. So everybody met at the football game. And after that, we went to a bar and had drinks. That was Friday night. Saturday, we met at the school. We walked around our school. I mean, it's been 20 years. You know what I'm saying? The coaches came out, teachers came out. Everybody was like, you you worked in the White House?
That's
You're a
funny.
successful comedian, like the
That's
class
funny.
clown Ken. But the one teacher who knew I was gonna be something is the one that I was so happy to see. So we did school during the day. Then we did a little like a luncheon barbecue thing, I think at the park. Met
Nice.
again at a bar for drinks later that night and just party. And
Nice.
and I think I did a guest spot at Comedy Zone before we went to the party, and a bunch of my homies came out.
Oh,
And
that must have been. Oh,
bro, I was
okay.
giving my DVD out at our party. I was like, yo, man, because everybody was so happy for me, bro.
That's
They were
nice.
so happy because I was voted. I sent that picture to you guys when I was voted funniest in high school.
Yeah.
I gave my DVD deal. I had a blast. And it was a dude who didn't even graduate with us. He was supposed to graduate with us. He got kicked off the basketball team for some BS. He ended up going to another school. But he was like my homie. He was everybody's friend in high school, but he wanted to continue to play high school ball because he was just that good. So he went to another high school, graduated. He comes back for our class reunions because
Man, that's
technically he
nice.
was supposed to graduate with us. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
man.
So yeah, now I had a
He's
bla-
in
I
the
had a
yearbook.
blast.
It counts.
Yeah, he in the year, right, Jeff? He in the yearbook,
That's
man.
funny.
But James, I have that group of friends. Like I have my childhood friends from Greensboro that I've been friends with since I was 5 years old.
Okay.
Then I have my friends from high school and middle school that I've known since 1988, 91, 92. Then I got my military family that I'm still tight with. And now I got my Sprint Nextel and like I have pockets of people I've known for over 10 years, dude.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like I
Yeah.
really cherish friendship, bro.
And in a
Ride or die.
second, I could get all of them in the car and go whoop somebody's ass.
We gonna whoop somebody's ass. Don't
Hey.
make T-Mobile run up in your hotel room, dog. I run up in there with the Nextel. I got him.
Got
You
him.
got him.
Chirping on
Got
him.
him.
Chirping on him.
Dude, that's real. And I understand.
Using
this.
old Blackberries as ninja stars.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Busting those side heads. Understand that, James. I love the Millers. I love the McAdoos. You already know. Bam! I love my mama, boy. But I will tell you this, man. I cherish friendships. I really have like y'all. I really love you guys to death, and I really cherish the friends that I've built over the years. I mean, some of my friends, my kids call them uncle.
Yeah.
You know, I call their kids call me uncle. You know what I'm saying? My best friend Andrew is my daughter's godfather. I'm his kid's god. You know what I'm saying? Like, I cherish it. So that's why I feel like a high school reunion. I don't know how close you were with your classmates. I just think high school reunions are dope. I just think they're dope, man.
And what I love is, and you said Facebook, you said we all keep on Facebook, and there's actually a Gateway High School memoriam page. That's how we all keep in contact with what's going on. And there's a dude, I want to shout him out, Marlon Brown, man. His dad was a firefighter, and he actually has his own documentary on Roku channel, by the way. Shout out to you, Marlon. And he's the guy who always heads up the family reunions, the high school reunions. And what he did was he combined a certain amount of years that people graduated, and now he throws a big block party in the city that everybody, there's performers and stuff, like people who went on to perform on like The Voice that went to Gateway, come back and perform, and he wants me to do comedy. So it's going to be like a huge party, man. So this is my first time actually going and being a part of my high school reunion. I can't wait to see everybody though. You know what I mean?
How many years is this?
30.
And this your first one?
My first one,
man.
Yeah, man.
And go enjoy yourself, man.
I
like I said, personally, I enjoy them, man. I really do. I really do.
Bro, I can't wait.
What I would like to see is you do like a swap with Miguel and see if anybody notices.
You ain't right. Yeah. Miguel, you a little darker, but you still look the
man.
same,
I didn't realize you were Puerto Rican.
That's funny. That's funny. We do look alike. That's funny.
Yeah, it is funny.
Yeah, but I'm gonna go back and enjoy that, man. I'm gonna let y'all know how it goes. I'm gonna take a lot of video and whatnot because we have a few people that's gone on to do some things on TV and whatnot, and that are gonna come back and be a part of it. But yeah, I've never partook in or thought of high school in that way. Like I thought once you was out, you out. But there are people like you, Ken, who love going back and seeing everybody, see how they doing.
I really truly do, bro.
Yeah. Like, but I will say this about my friend circle: the older I get, the smaller it gets, because you start to realize I know a lot of people, but there's only a certain amount of people that I can truly use the word friend with. That definition changes as you get older because a friend is something different. A friend is almost thicker than family because you choose to align yourself with that person. And I choose to align myself with people I know who really have my back. So friend means a lot more to me nowadays.
It really does, man.
Yes.
Like I'm telling you, man, like I was talking to one of my partners I grew up with in the hood. I grew up with the other day.
Yeah.
And he hit me up because, baby girl went to the prom.
Yeah.
And he's like, yo, man, I'm from the South Side of Greensboro. He's like, man, look at South Side out here being good fathers when we didn't grow up with a father.
Amen to that.
You know what I'm saying? But your friends are the only ones that know that about you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And then my high school homie, Alex, who his team went to the Final Four this year, North Carolina State. Me and him talked every day about college basketball. Then you hit the military, and they're doing a reunion for a military group that I was stationed with. And one of the guys I didn't even know had passed away in a crazy helicopter crash in Hawaii a few years ago. And I didn't even know it. And I talked about that. And then I was just talking to one of my Sprint Nextel homies who's going through a divorce and trying to console him. You know what I'm saying? But then I got my comedy family that you just lost your job. So hey, what can we do to help James and make James? You know what I'm saying? Like
Absolutely,
that's
absolutely, man.
friendship, bro. That's
Yeah,
friendship to me, man. And I
yes.
got different caveats of every part of my life, and I really do cherish friendship more than anything out there, brother. And I really mean that.
And I know if you know anything about Ken Miller, that is true. Like you generally get happy when you see us, like
Yeah,
when
dude,
you see your people, man.
bro. When
Yeah,
I see y'all, I'll be like, yo, N
yeah,
word.
yeah.
Even if
and
it's
that's
Jeff,
and
yo,
that's
show
Yeah.
us
Jeff.
N word.
I love it, man. I love y'all, man. I
See,
know we
see,
all
that's just let's circle back to that.
okay.
I used to work for Jam Pack Records, and Jesse Diaz used to call me N Bomb Jeff,
Mm-hmm.
and
And
that was
bomb
my
Jeff.
name.
Yeah.
And my mother goes, "What does he call you? Don't worry about it." And
Mama,
and,
you don't want
and
to
I was
know.
thinking about that, going, I'm probably the only one in history who had a nickname he couldn't repeat.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
There
In
you
the
go.
studio, oh, that's M Bomb Jeff. I was like, yeah.
God dang, bro.
Didn't quite know how to change. I was just like going, and back then, even then I knew
Yeah.
because I was in the
Hey,
army. I was in the army. I knew what right and wrong was.
That's right.
hey,
You
it's
know,
fun. I know we got 2 minutes. We got a comedian here who wears a cat shirt everywhere, and we call him Cat N Word. As soon as I say it, he like, hi, and he talks just like this. Hi, Ken.
Yeah,
Hi. Like he talks just like that. Like, what up, Cat N Word? Hi. He's so
that's
happy to
funny.
just be acknowledged.
Acknowledge.
yes.
Hey man, if y'all want to have all these laughs and you want that to continue, y'all need to support live comedy. And let me tell you how you can do that. Every Tuesday, y'all can check out my man Kevin Dean's room. It's called Taco and Laugh Tuesdays. That's right. At Onico's Gastro Bar in Orlando. Kevin Dean hosts it every single Tuesday. Go to his social media, check it out. Go to Onico gastrobar.com. Y'all go check that out, man. There's always great comics from around the country that come there and have a good time. I've played it, Ken played it, and Miguel Colon Jr. has played it as well. Want to remind you guys that this weekend at Madcap's Comedy in New Smyrna, they got Nick Masick performing this Friday, this Saturday. You probably saw him on Prime Video. You probably seen him on Tubi. Get your tickets right now. Go to madcapscomedy.com for information on that. And I got to remind you guys on May 9th, that's right, All for the Money is back, graduation edition. That's right. This theme is all about graduation. You guys need to come see Ken Miller, Miguel Colon Jr., myself, and Jeff Kaufman. We're each going to give you 10 new minutes. That is 40 minutes of new comedy. Plus, we do interactive games with the audience and we give away prizes and money. That's right. The only show where you can win money to see a complimentary comedy show. It's lots of fun, people. It is a party. If you don't believe me, y'all need to check out All for the Money on all social
Yes.
media. That's right. Check it out right now. Go to the page and you'll
Woo,
see some of our past
good
shows
time.
and clips. If you guys want to get tickets, you better get them right now. Go to whenyouneedus.com/events. That is right, my people. And I also want to mention coming up on May 11th, my very first theater show where I'm actually putting on this night myself, man. I can't wait to do it with you guys. I got the very funny Jake Clark and Joe Latham coming with me, guys. It's going to be in Eustis at the Eustis State Theater. If you guys go to eustisstatetheater.org, please come out and support me. Buy tickets, come out, have some good time with me, people. Remember, it's always fun to let me put some comedy in your life. Listen, laugh, repeat. Where you going to be this weekend, Ken? Anywhere?
I ain't got nothing this weekend. Also, I think this weekend is Cinco de Mayo, baby. So
You
that
know what else is?
that is my wife's favorite holiday. So I'm gonna be out here in these streets drinking.
There you
But
go.
it's somebody's birthday too, ain't it?
It is James John's birthday. That's right. On Cinco de Mayo. That's right, people.
Woo!
Yes. There you go. There you go. There you go. I'll actually be celebrating my birthday this weekend. I'll be at Riverside Theater in New Smyrna. That's right. With my lovely wife. That's right. Having a good time doing comedy. That's what I love to do. So that's how I
Woo.
celebrate my birthday. Mr. Kaufman, remind them what they can do every Saturday morning.
Every Saturday morning, they can listen to our show Under Oath from 7:30 to 9 o'clock on Real Radio 104.1, 96.9 The Game, and simulcast on Fox Sports, believe it or not.
Woo! Look at us. Man.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
ooh.
Yes.
Hey, but guess what he ate on?
What?
ESPN.
ESPN. Well, hey, if they keep losing money like that, ain't nobody gonna be on ESPN for a while. They got to pay Shannon Sharps. Everybody gonna be fired. It's gonna be Shannon and
bro.
Stephen A. That's it.
That's it.
Well, they can't afford Stephen A. They're gonna let him. They got to jettison that money first.
They got to do something. They got to
They're gonna swap an Urkel. Nobody will notice.
That's
It'll be
funny.
good.
So I want to remind you guys, you need to go out there and support live comedy. There's tons of opportunities in the Central Florida area for you guys to do that. And don't forget that we all perform comedy as well. One last push for you guys to follow us on social media, Instagram, Facebook, and now YouTube. Definitely go check us out. On behalf of myself, Mr. James John, Ken Miller, and Jeff Kaufman, thank y'all for listening to Real Last. We'll see you tomorrow. Ken, tell them what they need to do.
Take your ass to bed.
We out.